Die! Die! Why won't you die? Why won't you die?
Remember the kid everybody ignored on Valentine's Day?
Loser.
Well, he remembers you. This year, on February 2nd,
Stay away from me.
love hurts.
Someone want to be my Valentine?
Valentine, rated R. Starts February 2nd at a theater near you.
All right, we are here, Q. We are back for another Valentine's episode, man. So, hey, I totally forgot, but I was going through our catalog of Why Won't You Die, a horror podcast, by the way. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Why Won't You Die, a horror podcast. And we didn't even celebrate the year. Last January was a year anniversary. We didn't even acknowledge that in the last couple of them.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow.
I know we were kind of flaky in 2023, but I mean, we still got to acknowledge it, right?
Yeah. We got to acknowledge it. Yeah, definitely. Happy anniversary, 1 year anniversary of Why Won't You Die. It don't even seem like it's been that long. But last year, this time, I remember reviewing my Bloody Valentine, right?
Right. And that's what I wanted to say is that's kind of everyone's go-to if you're a horror fan and you're watching, if you're just watching around this time of year, is you go to My Bloody Valentine or even the remake. Because I remember they used to show the remake all the time on TV. I don't remember. Was it any good at all? I don't remember.
I don't remember. I remember seeing that at theater, but I don't remember really anything about it. I remember the special effects were pretty good in them. You know what I'm saying? I remember they had some good kills. Yep.
Yeah,
that's
it was
all I remember about the movie.
And it was in 3D. That's what I do remember too. But that's kind of the go-to that everyone goes to. But today, I hit up Q and I'm like, last week, I'm like, let's do this one that I remember watching and I kind of remember liking. And then I watched it again, and I'm like, this is dog shit.
I'm glad you said it first. Okay, I want to say that. I was like,
you look like you're holding it in. You look like you're holding it in, bro.
Yeah. Ooh. This was tough to get through. I was like, pissed. Like, why is this so long?
Okay. So, happy Valentine's Day, first and foremost, to everybody out there. If you guys are single, that's all right. Self-love. You guys are here with us, celebrating another year on Why Won't You Die. Happy 2024. Valentine's Day. All right. So, once again, I think we got to just pick some of the obscure ones or some of the silly ones or some of the dumb ones. And this was one that, to me, it had potential. And it had a crazy cast, bro. This cast is crazy, compared to other horror movies. Yeah. And I agree. It's 2001, by the way. I forgot to mention it. It's a slasher film. It's directed by Jamie Blanks. I didn't even look up what they did before. They also did Urban Legend. Did you get an Urban Legend feel from this?
Oh, yes, I did. Makes a lot of sense now. Urban Legend,
1998.
Disturbing behavior, that trend of movies there. Yeah. Yep. This is definitely one of those, in the mix of them. You know what I'm saying? That this was definitely born from those movies, of those weird times after Scream when they were trying to steal, live high up the hog, if you will.
Yeah. I'm glad you acknowledged that too, because in 96, when Scream came out, everybody was trying to bank off this shit. The urban legend craze. Maybe not the Faculty. Yeah, I know what you did last summer. The Faculty's by the way, did you hear the Faculty's getting a remake?
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. Dope. I love the Faculty. That Faculty is about 1998. Faculty was kind of original, cool idea though, where Robert Rodriguez. I might be wrong.
Yeah. No, you're right. It is Robert Rodriguez. I believe it's 1997 though. I could be wrong, but they all hit. No. You're actually right. 1998. I'm sorry. So this hit on the same year as Urban Legend, and all around this time, everybody was trying to bank off the success once again off of Scream, and this one hit later, right to top off, 2000s, in all of its glory. 2000s horror movies, man. What do you think about 2000s horror movies? I think that's like the worst decade of horror movies because everybody started using a lot of CGI, and it just started looking really bad.
Yeah. Well, I guess we got a couple good ones in there, right? I mean, we can't. Sixth Sense is in 2000s, right?
That's not a horror movie.
That's a good. I mean, horror movie. Sixth Sense.
I mean, paranormal. Yeah. I mean, but
scary. Because it's a horror movie.
Yeah, I mean, the go-to everyone says is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the Jessica Biel one. That was
I like that
03. One. I think that was 2003.
Yeah, I think you're right. 2003. Yep. Yeah.
So there's a couple of gems. Yeah, there's a couple of gems in there, but for the most part, I think this is right on the trash. Right on the cusp of like, CGI is coming out. But guess what? It ain't good CGI. Oh, remember 13 Ghosts, Ghost Ship, all this shit started coming out. Now you remember it, huh?
13 Ghosts, Ghost Ship. Yep, right around those. Yep.
Bro, how could you forget?
Ghost Ship a little bit.
Yeah, I've never seen. Oh my God, House of Wax. Yes, we actually have a soft spot for that movie, even though it's not really good, but has some good kills. Yeah,
Paris Hilton kill was really good too. I remember that one though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got some shining moments there, huh?
How about the kid from My Cousin Skeeter in it?
Oh yeah. I forgot.
I was gonna say
2000s.
I've actually never seen Ghost Ship. I've only seen that opening scene on TV.
Me too. That's the only reason worth watching. The rest of the movies I ain't, but that's the best part. When that fucking wire come down and slice everybody in half, that is dope, son. That is dope. You turn a movie off after that though.
What about 13 Ghosts with Rod Digger?
Yeah, Rod Digger, son.
Rod Digger 99. Flip mode.
Flip mode. It had Matthew Lillard in there, if I believe, right?
Yes.
Dude from Scream, yes. I remember 13 Ghosts was a cool little concept though, but it just had that 2000s feel, that glitchy, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that, God. A lot of fucking oversaturated colors, you know what I'm saying? And the CG, like I said, CG wasn't quite there yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It just had that 2000 stank on it, you know what I'm saying? And it had the quite eloquence of the 1980s or the, you know what I'm saying, the reinvention lies of horror of the 90s. It just kind of had that on there. Oh, right. My goodness. What was that? Did you hear it?
Yeah, my bad. I hit the microphone.
Oh, no.
You thought one of the 13 Ghosts was coming through.
That's what it sounded like. It was like
the big 13 Ghosts, the one that was. I think you're still thinking of Ogre from the last episode from Ogre 3.
Yeah.
I was re-listening to our last episode, by the way. Oh my God, that shit had me dying, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, with demons. You thought the demons was coming out. No, sorry about that. But we are here for Valentine 2001. And I gotta say, before we get into it, to me, this movie was fucking boring. It was like an episode of what is it called? Dante's Creek? Or what the fuck is that movie?
Dawson's Creek. I don't want to leave.
Dawson's Creek.
To be over. I want to know right now.
90210. That's what it felt like, bro. And I was like, why did I think this shit was fire? Like, oh God.
I wanted to punch somebody, bro. I was like, this shit here is dull. It's like a dull butter knife.
Yes, it was. And they kill off, before we get, I don't want to get deep into it, but right at the beginning, they kill off my crush, Katherine Heigl. What the fuck?
Katherine Heigl, yeah. I thought she was going to be the final girl for a minute, but like, they doing the Scream thing, and you kind of figure out very quickly. Yeah, they killed off a young Katherine Heigl.
Yeah, I mean, they could have killed off one of the friends, like, but, you know. To me, the only other one that was really big at that time was Denise Richards, and then Marley.
She was like 40.
Yeah, Marley Shelton. She's 40 in the movie? No, she's not.
No, she look. I mean, she didn't look like it, but like she seemed a little older than they was trying to portray. I mean, that's what they did back then, though. Anyway, was she like a college student? Like she's somebody's mama. You know, she's a hot mom, a MILF for sure. But like,
and then they kept on Mary Shelton, who was in the Scream series, Scream 4 and Scream 5, the one that Sheriff Judy. Remember that?
That's right. Yeah, that's
yeah,
what I was trying to. I can't remember her name. I was Heather Graham was coming up to mind, but that's not Heather Graham.
No,
she kind of looks like her. Yeah.
She got the look. She had the same. That's kind of like the doppelganger effect. She's also in Planet Terror. She's in Death Proof. She's in Bubble Boy. Never Been Kissed. She was in a lot of shit in the '90s and early 2000s. You know.
Yeah. Still a pretty lady to this day.
Oh yeah. Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
Also has let's just get into our cast. And we got Denise Richards. We got David Boreanaz, I believe is how you pronounce it. He's the one that played Angel, which is that was a Buffy spinoff, right, or something? Or
it was a Buffy spinoff. Yeah, I never watched those, but I don't remember them beyond Angel. I didn't like his face. I'm sorry. The Angel guy, he was like, yo, you look like you get on my nerves and something. Like, you know, I know all the girls liked him, but I was like, I don't like it.
Oh, the girls loved him, bro. As soon as I mentioned in my chat last week that we were going to be talking about this, I was like, David Boreanaz, what the fuck his name is. I said, what? Really? Like, they're going crazy still for him now? All right. I'll be hating on the other David, but all right. And then we got Jessica Capshaw, who was in Minority Report. She was in Grey's Anatomy. She's mainly in Grey's Anatomy. 224 episodes. Jesus. Wow. So her and Katherine Heigl were battling it out on Grey's Anatomy. They were both on Grey's Anatomy, right? I believe.
Yep. You're right. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. And then we get Jessica Cauffiel, who was the girl that gets shot in the stomach with the arrow a couple of times.
Yeah.
Now, this girl I remember the most, and you're not going to believe it. I remember her from Legally Blonde and White Chicks, bro.
Oh, White Chicks. Now
she's a friend.
Yep. Yeah.
I
forgot, bro.
So in White Chicks, remember she's driving the car. She has like the little short brown hair, whatever, and then they're all like, they're all dropping the N-bomb in the car and shit. They're like, rapping a 50 Cent, and they're like, oh my god, you can't say that. And they're like, nobody's around. You can say it.
Yeah. I remember that. Holy crap. I was trying to figure out where I knew her from.
Yeah, and then she plays the same character in Legally Blonde. She just plays like a dumb friend. But she has like that face that's kind of like very expressive, you know, like almost like a Jim Carrey. That's why I didn't really think she fit in this, because the other girls are like kind of like just there for like, just, you know, I'm pretty. But she was kind of like trying to do jokes and stuff like that along the way. But yeah, she's in this movie, and yeah, we get a slasher movie, man. I mean, so let me get into a little bit of the premise. We'll talk about it, the reception and stuff like that, the plot along the way. And before we get into it, guys, hit that big thumbs up if you guys are watching on YouTube. Support. Drop your comments if you guys have ever seen Valentine. We're going to get into some spoiler territory if you guys are watching or listening, on any podcast app. Please leave a review if you guys can. Give us 5 stars. We really do appreciate it. All right. So this is loosely based on a novel of the same title by Tom Savage. I didn't know that. Maybe I missed that at the beginning credits.
I didn't know that.
But okay. I mean, do they write? Do they write very many novels about a Valentine slasher, or a Cupid slasher, I should say? Cupid.
Yeah,
right?
Cupid slasher. Yeah, I had no idea, bro.
And what did you think of the mask before we get into it?
I didn't necessarily hate it, but I didn't love it at the same time. I was like, did I see this mask before? I'm thinking, I've seen this in another movie, but it wasn't. It was Happy Death Day, I think. It got that big silly mask. Did you ever see that movie?
The big smiling face, the cartoon face, or whatever?
Smiling. So it kind of reminded me of that a little bit. But I thought I don't think I ever seen this movie back in the day. So this is the first time me watching it. But I remember that mask from some other movie, but I could be wrong. Though. It might be, I'm thinking of Happy Death Day, but I didn't hate it, but it just wasn't scary whatsoever.
Yeah, no, it really wasn't. It was like, it was meant to be cute and stuff like that. So, I mean, there's variations of the mask too, like the kids at the beginning. We'll talk about. They have it like where it has like the little strings that go around your head, and then when we get our introduction to the slasher, it's like a full on mask that covers his whole head. The whole head. It's like he's walking around with a bubble head, you know?
Yeah, bobblehead. He look like a parade ornament, you know what I'm saying? Like one of those things that float, one of those floaties. Like, it don't work. Like John Carver's mask in Thanksgiving, it's kind of scary a little bit. It looks kind of stupid, but it's like, hey man, I don't know. It's something sinister about that, you know?
To me, now that I rewatch this, because I only watched this movie for the first time like maybe 5 years ago. So
yeah,
rewatch it. This is kind of comparable to the John Carver Mask of Thanksgiving.
Oh,
like the same style. Like it had like that retro feel look where it's not scary. It just looks like classic, like a classic, like an ornament that you would hang on a tree. That's what it reminded. Like it's not scary, but you fear the person that's in the mask. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, the synopsis is very simple. It's just about a group of women in San Francisco who get stalked by this killer in a Cupid mask on leading up to Valentine's Day. I think it was like days before Valentine's Day. And he's leaving these cute little notes. I forget what some of the notes say, but it's like, it's just basically like to torment them and stuff like that. This is a very forgettable movie. It was very,
I forgot it.
Dude, it was I forget half the shit that's in it, but it was released theatrically on February 2nd, so like a week or so before Valentine's Day 2001. The film was critically panned, with critics deeming it too similar to 1980s slasher films. I mean, I think that's what they were trying to have it be, right? Like,
holiday surrounded Friday 13th. Valentine Day, yeah. You see what they're doing? Thanksgiving,
yeah. But it's not like we have that many to choose from, really. I'm trying to think of like other movies that have that. So Valentine's Day horror movies. I'm sure I'm going to get a shit ton of B ones that no one's ever heard of.
No, I only got this one and My Bloody Valentine. I can think of.
Oh, really?
Right.
Yeah. My Bloody Valentine, the original and the remake, and then something called Holidays, which looks like an anthology movie. Okay, so that's focusing on all the holidays. It says Happy Death Day to You, which is the sequel. Is that a Valentine movie? I mean, I've never seen it.
Death Day? Yeah, Happy Death Day.
No, the second one.
I don't remember. I think that one was very forgettable too, so... Happy Death Day. I don't even remember.
There's not much.
What was it about?
So point being, there's not much. Like this should be a clean slate to do whatever you want with it. And I felt like they went just there's no rhyme or reason. There's no real rhyme or reason behind it. Let's just get into it because it's kind of making me a little angry. Who made a Valentine's Day movie so much more fire?
Yeah. I believe you. Yeah.
Like, give me the directorial reins, and I would have done. It'd be like, David, no one's ever done a Valentine's Day movie. All right, and I'd be like, and no one ever will after this. Watch. and you know what? No one else ever did. There's no other fucking Valentine's horror movies.
No.
It's an untapped market.
It is kind of untapped market. It seemed like you made something, memorable, but like this one just was. Whoa! It just tried too much off of the came before it that really have its own identity at all. You know what I'm saying? Except for the original Valentine's Day holiday, and then even with that, they made everything dull and everything.
It was very bland. I mean, man, we're already getting right into it. But the film earned $36 million on a $29 million budget. That shit's a flop. I mean, it barely made back its budget, but with everything, you want to double it, making it a box office disappointment. The film's accolades, however, included nominations for 3 Teen Choice Awards, including in the Choice Movie Horror Thriller category. So it was up for Teen Choice. Oh, wow. You remember the Teen Choice Awards, bro?
Wow, yeah.
Damn.
Teen Choice Awards. That's a long time ago. What was that? That was Nickelodeon or MTV?
Fox Television.
Oh, Fox. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so that aired from 1999 to 2019. I didn't know it was going on that long.
Damn.
But
no, I didn't know that. I didn't know it ran that long.
Yep.
That was just a couple years ago.
Right. So let's get into the quick plot, guys, from what I can remember, because I'm not reading this whole thing on Wiki, but we're introduced to a junior high dance, and it's St. Valentine's Day in 1988, San Francisco. Once again, we get this character, Jeremy Melton. So I knew once I heard the character Melton, I go, this motherfucker's gonna get bullied. I already know. Eddie has glasses.
Buck teeth. Yeah.
And I felt bad for this kid because you know what? He was doing what you're supposed to do when you're trying to step it up. Because let's be honest. If you're already nerdy it's tough enough going to the dance, right, and asking girls like, "Hey, do you want to dance?"
Right.
But this little Milton, he walked up to 4 or 5 different girls and said, "Hey, do you want to dance? Do you want to dance?" He got rejected by all of them except for one.
He kept trying. Yeah.
He kept trying, and that's what I liked about his character. He kept trying. So the girl that he finally asked ends up being one of the characters. I forget. Let's see. Let me see if I could point it out. Because you don't know who it is at first. You don't know any of these characters. Right. But it's Dorothy. That's who it is. Played by Jessica Capshaw. And she's a heavier set girl. And they the reason why I'm mentioning that is because they talk about it throughout the movie that she was like the chub, the fat girl, whatever. And she goes, okay. She goes, I'll dance with you. And she's kind of like the genuine one, right? Like, okay, she get, I don't even think it shows them dance. They just start making out underneath the bleachers.
Right. Yep.
And then you get these Stephen King ass bullies that come in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, gross. Like, what the hell y'all doing? Like,
movie bullies. Can I say something about this scene though?
Go ahead.
Real quick. I was thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he like a pimp. He asked all the girls to dance. You know what I'm saying? He got turned down. He didn't give up. He found one that was with it, right? And then they were under bleachers making out. And then the Stephen King bullies come up and start bullying. I'm like, but where y'all women at though? You know what I'm saying? He got the girl, y'all with 4 other dudes messing with somebody. He got a woman. Y'all ain't got no woman. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all together. You know what I'm saying? Hating. So like,
they were hating. They were simply hating. And then it was jacked up because once Dorothy got found out, she was like, ooh, and then she pushes off she pushes off Jeremy Melton. She flips the script on him. She goes, oh, he was assaulting me or whatever, or like he pushed himself on me. And the bullies are like,
it's assaulted me or something.
Yeah, like the bullies are like, oh, he was trying to kiss you, he was trying to do this, and she's like, yeah. And then out of nowhere, I don't know how they got this big ass picture of Kool-Aid, like out of nowhere, and they just dump it on that. And I said, yo. So we get our Carrie scene. That's our Carrie scene right there, right?
That's our Carrie scene. It's red, yep, wrong.
Oh yeah. He's embarrassed. Little junior high kid runs out in the middle. And they went a step further. They stripped him butt naked, well, except for his underwear, and then they stomped the shit out of him. I was like, what the fuck? Where are the parents at? Like the escorts or whoever, like the parents that are the chaperones.
The school age shit, you know what I'm saying? When they movie Stephen King bullies, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody helped this little boy, man. He didn't even do shit. I hated these kids, all of them in his school. You know what I'm saying? They ain't shit. So that's why they didn't give about none of the characters when we started. I already knew what was going on. It's predictable as hell. But like, I don't care about none of y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like even though because y'all were all unlikable, and then they were still unlikable. So like. Fuck them kids.
Well, I think they did a good job of setting that all up for us to not like these girls in the future. And we kind of didn't, like you just said. I mean, I didn't really care for them. The Kate, played by Marley Shelton, the one I was telling you that was like in Bubble Boy and all that stuff. She was the only one that kind of had compassion or whatever. Like, she was like, actually, when she got asked to dance from Jeremy Melton, she was like, oh, not now, but maybe later. And he's like, oh, maybe later. All right, sounds good. Like, and I was like, all right. But she was like sincere. Like, she wasn't like, like looking behind the tree like that guy, the meme. Like, she wasn't doing all that.
Maybe later.
Yeah.
But that's how the kid was. Like, all right, maybe later though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold you to that. Yeah, I'm gonna hold you to that, girl. He's
like, don't
try to get on.
Don't leave my my line of sight. I want to make sure I can see you. Yeah, we're seeing. It's like, I'm gonna get some punch. You want some punch? I gotta make sure I see you though.
Oh, it's red. Yeah.
So that's our introduction. We get our title card, Valentine, and all that stuff. So once again, we got some little back lore, and then it jumps, ahead. I forget how many years later, but it has to be like what, like 8-10 years later, something like that.
They say 10. They say 10.
Oh, 10. Okay. Yep. Yeah. So they're all. I don't know if they're necessarily in college, but I think they all have careers and stuff like that because I think they have different jobs. Because we're introduced to Katherine Heigl, who's one of the friends, Shelly, and she is working is it a coroner or like she's working in a morgue or something?
Yeah, like in a morgue. Yeah,
maybe a nurse or understudy. Yeah, and she's working on dead bodies basically, and we're thrown right into it. I'm like, this would be a perfect jump scare from what I remember. And yeah, she gets killed off first, and she tries to she's running from I almost said I was gonna call it Cupid face. She's running from Cupid, and she does the dumbest thing I think possible. She goes into a room with all the bodies, and do they call that something? That room, like the little frozen.
I don't know. Mortuary. I don't know.
Where they keep all the dead bodies on ice, basically, all zipped up in the black bags, the body bags. Mm-hmm. She jumps in a body bag, and I'm like, she ain't gonna do that. She did it. Mm-hmm. And this Cupid knows, I don't know how it has a sixth sense or whatever, but it unzips the one that she's in, she screams, and he just slices her throat. Mm-hmm. Another thing that this movie lacked was showing anything. The fucking kills sucked.
They sucked, bro. I was like, okay, they about to kill Katherine Heigl. It's going to be a good one. And it goes like this. And you don't see hardly no blood. It's like a little bit of. I was like, yeah. That's it? That's it, son?
A little bit of blood dripping. And I'm like, yo, $29 million budget? Are you kidding me, dog?
Yeah. Why? Well, I guess I got to know the rating. I guess I can ask now. Is this like PG-13 or?
Let me see. It is rated R.
Wow. It doesn't seem like a rated R. There's no nudity in here, and there's no over-the-top violence. So
I think they dropped the F-bomb a couple times. Maybe that's why.
Maybe so. Yeah. Maybe that got an R rating. Mm-hmm.
So let me check. So it is rated R for sex and nudity, violence and gore, profanity, alcohol, drugs and smoking, frightening and intense scenes. Let me see sex and nudity. So you can actually go to it. Oh, it says mild. It says mild.
Denise Richards got in there like in a lingerie, I think. Right? That was about it.
It really says plenty of kissing and sexually frank discussions. That's what makes it rated R?
What? Yeah. Because the police put his thigh on Denise Richards, his hand over Denise Richards' thigh. Yeah, that's why it's rated R. And
the MPAA was like, rated R, technical, rated R.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play. She pours some wax on his penis. Flag on the play.
Yeah, it says one girl ties up naked guy and then punishes him for demanding oral sex by pouring hot wax on his privates. They don't show none of it, though. They don't show nothing.
Well, that asshole kid again. Why would she do that?
Yeah. I cannot believe that this is rated R. I didn't think so either. I thought it was PG-13. Anyways, so then from there, we get our kills along the way. And I'm trying to remember some of these kills because it is pretty lame. But they just start... This whole movie is just... Yeah. Introduction to characters. This character is rich, and they start introducing all these red herrings of like guys walking into these women's lives and stuff like that. And like another woman comes in and she goes, "Don't trust that guy. He's a gold digger. He's gonna take all your money," and yada yada. And you're like, where the fuck is Cupid? Like, what is this shit? I don't want. This is like a daytime soap opera. It was crazy. You know.
The spinach in your teeth. All these guys are just super weird and sexual, like super over their top sexual too. Like.
Yeah, they were doing that. Remember that dating? That woman was watching a videotape and it's like, "Hi, my name is Bob. If you want to call me." I said, yo, what the fuck year is this, though? They still do this in 2001?
Oh, yes.
This is like lowered bad. Expectations. Remember that shit on Mad TV?
Yeah. I was like, damn. These motherfuckers are animals, son.
That's how they did it back, I guess, before the internet. I don't know. But everybody's looking to date. Everybody's looking to hug. I guess I answered my own question right there. They're all looking to just get a date for Valentine's Day because there's a huge party that they throw and stuff like that. But ultimately, they're just trying to give us red herrings throughout. Now, let me ask you, did you have any guesses on who the killer was? I'm going to see if I can find the kills, but did you have any guesses of who the killer was while you were watching it?
Yeah, right away. I kind of guessed it.
Oh, you did?
I did kind of. I'd be like, oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Because he throwing me left or something. I don't know if you want me to spoil it right now, but like you throwing me left.
Well, let's wait.
And usually, yeah. I'll wait.
I just wanted to know if you caught it, because I didn't until like maybe like the last 20 minutes. Let's see. So let me see if there is like a kill count or something. There has to be like a website that has like the kill counts or something. Okay, there is actually. Shots out to Dead Meat Wiki. Very, very cool. All right. Oh, Dead Meat. They also have a YouTube channel too. I watch them that are kind of kill counts. It's like a compilation of kills and stuff like that.
Yeah, I checked that out. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Oh, sweet. It has timestamps too. So Shelly Fisher, which was Katherine Heigl, she gets her throat slit 12 minutes in. Lily Voigt, who is the one I was telling you about, the one that was on the couch watching the video and stuff like that. And it's kind of cool that they're trying to figure out who the killer is, because he left his initials on the cards he was sending. It said JM, and then they all start going through all the guys that they had sex with, like, or that they did wrong, I guess. That could have been JM
Miller.
Yeah. So that's Lily. She gets shot 3 times with the arrow. Again, bro, you could have went so hard with this kill. Like, you could have shot her in the head at least, like, and showed it.
Yeah, I was like, I was pleased. Like, please let her get a shot to the face with that arrow. I mean, that is to make it way, at least satisfiable, somewhat satisfiable. She was like, pew, 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 pew. And she
flips over this weird ass balcony that has a trash can located directly in the middle. And I'm like, what the fuck? Who would do that?
So weak. It was so weak, bro.
It was so weak. Man. I mean, bro, when did Friday the 13th come out? 1980? And that shit had fucking Kevin Bacon getting stabbed through the throat all slow.
Like turn the arrow in his throat.
And what was that budget, I wonder? I forgot what the budget was.
That budget was like very cheap. I think that was made, the whole movie was made for like $250,000. You know what I'm saying? And Tom Savini, he was the only special effect guy on the thing. Yeah. It was just him.
Probably less than, I'm sure less than Halloween, which was like $320,000.
Yeah, because they were doing the same thing. They were biting off the holidays. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they got Halloween. Well, we're gonna get Friday 13th. You know, the Valentine's Day. You know, Valentine. Yeah.
And then so next kill we got Scary Gary. Who the fuck was that? Gary Taylor. Let me see who this was. Let me see a picture of him. Oh, that was her neighbor. Remember, she comes out in her oh god, she came out in the water got turned off, and she came out in a towel, the guy's like, hey, what's up? Like, she's all resting against the door and shit. That motherfucker looks weird. If you look up Scary Gary, I'll put a picture of him right here. If you guys are watching on YouTube, he looked like he had a rat tail going on. He had a little pedo stash. Like, he was a creeper. But he ends up. Do you remember how Cupid finds him?
I don't know. Oh yeah, putting on those lingerie. Yeah, he's like, oh man, don't do it, man. What was that for? Where did that even come from? No, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, but was he in his apartment or hers? I thought he was in her apartment.
He had to be in her apartment, like trying her panties on for some reason.
Yeah, because he looked all shocked, and he was like, "Yo, it ain't what it." He goes, "It ain't what it looks
like. It ain't what it look like." You know,
so he's putting on her. Yeah, he was putting on her leggings and stockings and shit like that, and Cupid Face goes over, and I guess the iron's already on, because he like hits him with the iron right in the face, and he starts melting his face. He's like, and then he starts beating him with the iron. Once again, off-screen kill. We don't see shit.
Off camera. Off camera. Yeah, he could just be beating the mattress for all we know.
Oh,
we don't see no blood too. No blood here. No blood at all. At all.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, rated R.
Now, rated R. I know. Valentine 2001. How the fuck is this rated R? All right. Next up, we have Campbell Morris, who was the guy that comes over to. I'm already drawing. Is it Dorothy? I believe Dorothy. She's rich, right? Remember her dad has like hooking up with like some girl that's like as young as her. It was weird.
Yeah. And he cussed her out. She cussed her out in some type of
different language.
Whatever language was, you're like, I'll coach you. Well, I don't sound racist, but like she said some shit on her ass.
Hey, well, Dorothy even goes, I don't even know what she said to me.
Yeah.
But the dad's like, don't you talk to your stepmother like this. And I'm like, what
need to treat my wife with some respect.
Yeah. Okay, give me a break, bro. She called her a mail order bride too. That's what she said.
Yeah. Mail order. That's probably the funniest line in the movie.
Yeah, they were going at it. But anyways, we get this introduction to Con Man. His name is Con Man, yo. Con Man. No fucking way.
Damn.
Is it Con Man? Campbell. Oh, no. I'm sorry. He is a con man. It said con man. It said con man Morris. And then you click on it and it says Campbell Morris is a con man. Okay, I'm sorry, guys.
He's a con man.
We go off the cuff here. We like to have a good time. But he's a con man character. He pretends that, I guess, he's getting thrown out because he has a startup business and all this money's, and a bunch of shit no one gives a fuck about. This is a Cupid killer movie, man.
Yeah, exactly.
So we find out that this woman comes and she goes, you better watch out to Dorothy. This guy like bled me dry of all this money I let him borrow and yada, yada. He's about to do it to you, right? Mm-hmm. So Dorothy thinks that this guy is like in love with her. And come to find out, he just wants the money. You hear him on the phone, like liquidate all of her assets, like transfer the money to my bank, right? She asks him, she goes, oh, the pilot light went out. Can you go light the pilot light? So he's like, all right. So he goes down in the basement, lights the pilot light. He stands up. Who's behind him? Cupid face. Cupid. And he gets an axe in the back. He got hacked. In the back.
One slice. One slice.
And we do see it. I mean, that was like the only brute force, but it's like,
yeah.
Can you like have like some blood, like at least on the side of it, like to make it not look like the cleanest kill of all time? Like
just one axe strike to the back, and you know what I'm saying, he's not breathing anymore. I think it'd take a little more than that for a human being. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you gotta have at least 4 or 5. You seen American Psycho? You see how many it took for him? That was in '99. So like,
oh yeah,
Paul Allen. To the axe to the face, and they didn't really show it, but you knew what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't understand this. I don't know, like one strike, like ugh. I was like, oh, the arrow kill probably was better. But this one was better because we actually seen the axe go into his back. Yeah. We seen the axe go into his back, and we seen Fred from Scooby Doo laid out. So.
All right, next up we got Millie Rodriguez, who I guess was the housekeeper of Dorothy's house, and this is a very small cameo, by the way. But damn, shouts out to this Dead Meat Wiki. We got to check this more often for the deaths, like in particular, so we can find out that this could have helped out on Demons. All the deaths, the demon.
You had a lot of the demon. You would have had a lot of time stabs, bro.
Yeah, but so she does end up getting dragged or something. Because I think that girl that came in to tell Dorothy, like, this guy's gonna bleed you dry of your money or whatever, she goes downstairs or something looking for that con man, and she sees Cupid face is like pulling her. I don't know how she died. It says sometime later Dorothy is holding a Valentine's Day party at her mansion. One of her friends, Ruthie, is leaving a party. However, she notices the killer dragging Millie's body out of the closet. So maybe strangled. We don't see anything, bro. I don't know.
Deleted scenes on the DVD probably.
Yeah. Oh, it does say James gave James is a killer, but we find out gave Millie's death the dull machete because it was off screen and there was no clear cause of death. Oh, what the fuck didn't we see that then? A dull machete? Was anyone else killed with Was anybody else killed with the machete in the movie?
No.
What is happening, bro? This is the worst movie of all time. All right, and this is the worst movie with so much money behind it. By the way,
yeah. It would have been funner. And then I don't mind a bad movie, but this is fun.
It was boring too. So just minutes later, Ruthie, that's her name, Ruthie, she gets chased, upstairs or whatever, or I forget what she gets chased, into the bathroom or something, and she gets chased in the shower, or thrown through the shower, actually. It breaks out. That was kind of a cool scene. Yeah,
that was cool. That's what I was thinking, yeah.
I do love these, when there's like the glass shards, and then you slowly like push down, and then it goes through.
Yeah,
even that was not looking that great when they did it.
Yeah, that's what I was ready, because I was like, okay, I was like, I'm sitting here, watching it here, like, yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is you about to get into it, because they had the camera right there, and the glass is like all jaggedy and bloody and kind of fucked up. It's like, yeah, buddy. And then he does it, and then you don't really.
All you do is see the glass disappear into the chin with no
shadow, with no blood though.
Nothing.
It's puzzling. Why though? Why did you? Why? Yeah. Why didn't they put the blood in Valentine's Day? I mean, this Valentine's Day is red. It's the perfect time to use as much blood if you want.
Right.
The most blood they used in this movie was at the beginning when they threw the Kool-Aid on the kid.
Yep. They could have used that as prop blood too, for sure. I'm sure. Now, next up, we got who I think was the selling point of this movie was Denise Richards, man. She was fucking hot in this movie. Was I the only one?
No, come on, bro. This is like right before or right after Wild Things with Nev Campbell. You ever seen that movie?
Ooh, you know what? I've never seen it.
Oh shit! You better fucking get on Amazon on that, son. I'm
gonna get on it. I know people are still paying I know people are still paying $44 for that Arrow exclusive or whatever the fuck it is, man. So I gotta watch it. But yes, Paige Prescott, that's who she is. Yeah.
She was bad.
Yes, she was very, very bad, man. So for some reason during this big ass Valentine Day party, by the way, she can get any guy she wants, but she decides to go downstairs in the fucking jacuzzi, and she gets power drilled. Which what is with these kills, bro? Why is there a power drill where the fuck?
With a cord. Like, where the fuck do you get this from, bro? You know what I'm saying? You walk all the way on the other side of the room, plug this on so you can plug through the glass jacuzzi. It didn't make any sense. And then he was just like, well, fuck it, I'll just throw the power drill in there with her, which you should have did in the first place.
Yeah.
And she can still breathe. And then because you can see her breathing like right here, like, and then he started doing the holes, and then she started going to the holes like, wait, bitch, you can breathe anyway, bro. It's like plenty of space. It's like a half a foot.
Before that though.
Space. Mm-hmm.
Before that. Okay. Now I'm gonna do a little comparison from this movie and one of my favorite Friday the 13th that I know you hate, probably, Jason Takes Manhattan, Part 8.
All right.
Okay. So I know you're holding your breath. No, just kidding. The world, I'll just say the world hates that one. But not as much as Freddy's Dead. But so Jason, in that movie, he takes a girl and he throws her ass into the mirror. Remember that? Do you remember that in the bathroom?
Yeah, on the boat, right?
On the boat. He like throws her. I mean, he's throwing people left and right? Mm-hmm. But you get to see the brute force of someone throwing someone into either a wall or a window or a mirror or through something. Mm-hmm. In this movie, they throw Denise Richards, Cupid face, throws Denise Richards in a jacuzzi face first. How fucking shallow is a jacuzzi, bro? With 3 feet?
Right.
And she actually hits the side of that jacuzzi. Why was there no blood? Why was there no blood?
No blood. I thought she was like knocked out and then she can do the thing, but she didn't even get knocked out, did she, or no?
No. She just got up like that, just flail around. Oh, this is rated R, guys. No blood. So I was like, they could have used that to like make us like want her to live, because you are supposed to root for these final girls, whether they're a piece of shit or not. No one even cared because there was no scare. Like there was no scare behind it. And then he throws. He throws the lid on there just to torment her, the top or whatever, the jacuzzi, and that's when he starts drilling the holes. Bro,
whack-a-mole kill.
Yeah, you could have done that without. Yeah, you could have done that without throwing the top on. I mean, what?
Yeah, like what? Like, it was stupid. It wasn't even creative and stuff. So like, what's the point of these holes? I felt like, you know what I'm saying, like sense of danger. Like this is stupid. And then one hits her in the arm. I was like, God dang, at least he got one.
You're like, finally, and then you get to see some blood oozing out. I'm like, finally, dude.
Like, blood in the water. Yeah, that looks good. I've been waiting for that all goddamn movie.
Right?
And then he just throws the thing in there like, and there's a
I think he just got tired. And was like, fuck this. He threw it in there. And then she does her little like fake, I'm being electrocuted, and then okay, I'm dead.
I think Denise Richards deserved better. You know what I'm saying? Since she didn't get the chance to be in Scream, you know, she probably just missed out on that boat, whatever. So this was like her little, you know what I'm saying, her little Scream queen moment. And I think they just, I think they let Christine, I think they let her down with that kill, you know, Denise Richards. She deserved better.
Bro, they let me down.
Let me down too.
Fucking all of us down, I think, with this fucking movie.
They could have did better with that one. You know, then this is your big, because this is a big set piece.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, and you know, play whack-a-mole in the jacuzzi. What the fuck? How is it a chord in there? It's a chord. From like, where'd you get that from? It should don't make any sense. I love this movie.
Now, do you remember at the end when Kate is running through? I think she finds her friends and stuff all dead, and she finds that head in the pond. Do you remember that when it pops up? It's just like, do you know who that was?
No, who was that?
No, I didn't know who the fuck it was, bro. It was the detective, the one that put his hand in her thigh.
Oh, that guy? Yeah, it looked so shitty. I can tell who the fuck it was. Like,
bro, that head looked like fucking Jason when he popped out of the lake in the first movie. I was like, yo, is that the same molding? The cast molding or what?
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
That
was
looking
like a white grape or something just popped around and shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Hey, Q.
What is that?
$29 million. $29 million.
$29 million.
Rated R, baby. Rated R.
Oh, rated R. So it looks so stupid. I was like, that's supposed to be scary? What the fuck is this Halloween USA fucking bobblehead that floated up like bloop? It was terrible, bro. I was like, this is stupid.
But
hey.
2001.
2001. You gotta love the music though in there. That rock music, some of that Creed and shit going on. You ain't like.
I mean, it fit. It fit the time. Yeah. I was like, oh god. When I heard it, I was like, oh god. I mean, you know.
You take me higher. You heard it in there too. Like every other scene, bad. They got it. But sometimes it works in some movies. But sometimes this one was just like, oh yeah, y'all hamming it up.
And another thing, before we get to this final death and the reveal of who the killer is with the Cupid face, so the setting of this movie is San Francisco, and I know that Valentine is not. Valentine's Day is not necessarily like a holiday where like the seasons change or whatever, really. I mean, we still got like a month until spring, right? Or a month or so. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, could you necessarily do this movie anywhere? Because to me, San Francisco is kind of like, it's kind of like a boring location to throw this in. Like you could have done this like in New York or something. I don't know, make it like a little more, I don't know, more thrills going on, or like more of a bigger city. I mean, I know San Francisco is a big city, but I just didn't really care for the location. Like it didn't scream horror. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I think this would have been cooler in a winter setting. Like since it's in February, with some snow and blood, and drips in the snow running, and you know what I'm saying. The key thing here, blood. But you know what I'm saying? I would like to see that in the winter. I think it causes a nice contrast with the white and red, not necessarily even blood, just the colors.
Right.
I think it would just be more interesting than San Francisco. Like this shit could have been anything.
Yeah. I mean, I just know because I live out here in California. For the most part of the year, it's sunny, and it's like when you think of horror, it's hard to do daylight horror movies, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and there's not really much scares out here as far as like, I mean, yeah, you can, I mean, I know it's contradictory. I just said that Halloween was like, and that was filmed in out here in California in I forget where, Pasadena, I think it was, but it depends on all how you set it. But I just
you like how to set it, you know what I'm saying? Because it was the atmosphere that's so Halloween, the you know what I'm saying, the leaves, the Halloween decorations, you know what I'm saying? That is part of the story, you know what I'm saying? It's the actual character of the story, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like that. This just didn't have any character.
Even going back to the Halloween thing of like, when you're on those streets in Haddonfield in quotations, but when you're on those streets, there is no one out there. It's like very desolate. You know, you got Loomis walking around, but there's no one there. That's what makes it scary. What is scary about a fucking party going on? There is nothing. There is nothing scary. It's the opposite effect.
Yeah. And this didn't seem like a real party too. You know, like some movies feel like, or this seemed like all fake. Denise Richards is gonna go down jacuzzi while her friends are getting killed. Come the fuck off. Yeah, right. Yeah, right, movie. All
right, so let's get into let's wrap up this last death and what transpires from it and the reveal. So Dorothy gets into an argument with Kate as to who is the cherub killer, both claiming Kate's boyfriend Adam Carr and Campbell respectively. Dorothy eventually goes off on a rant about how the other 4 girls were always smarter and prettier and more popular than her in junior high, and she was always the fat one. She then angrily darts off. While suspecting Adam being the killer, Kate gets confronted by the cherub, who knocks both of them down the stairs. But why do they call him the cherub? Is that something that is that like the Cupid face? Is that what I'm thinking of, or what is a cherub?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe that's
it is, yeah. So a cherub is a winged angelic being described in biblical tradition as attending on God. Okay, so yeah, it's like the little Cupid arrow that we all know. Yeah. Before the cherub killer is shot to death by Adam and unmasked to reveal the dead Dorothy. Now, did you predict that part, or did you predict the boyfriend part?
I predict the boyfriend part. I didn't predict, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. But I didn't see the girl. I thought I was definitely the dude for sure. But I was wondering when he was acting all weird, like he was drunk. Like, come here, baby. Why are you running from me? You don't want to dance? Like, this is weird.
That part was weird. That's why I was like, oh, it's definitely him.
yeah. That was I called it from beginning. He hung out too long around, you know what I'm saying, anyway, to not be the killer, you know. Anytime, like, if the Scream is if it's the one weird kid that you don't think is supposed to be the killer, most likely he's gonna be the killer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they're really trying to set him up, and then in a nosebleed thing too, you know.
Yeah.
So go to the end. Yeah, I'll let you go.
Yeah, so we'll talk about it. We do get the reveal, the pan out kind of what's his name, Adam, holding, I believe it was Kate, and then we get to see blood dropping on her face, and I'm like, there it is, the nosebleed that the kid used to get, and the killer in the mask. So there was 2 killers, and we got our Scream effect. Oh,
so yeah, I guess it was 2 killers, and he just killed the other killer. You're right. Yeah. Okay,
so
the girl
he kind of
making out with. Yeah.
Yeah, so he did wrap things up by killing off Dorothy and Dorothy, right? Yeah, Dorothy, the fat one they called her. And yeah, I guess it's that kind of left off on a cliffhanger, you know, which was fine, I guess. You know, he's Jeremy. He's Jeremy Melton. He was a killer all along. Melton. Yeah, he grows up to be Angel, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And he was a cherub.
Exactly. Yeah, like, so why did he get the other girl to help him kill, though? Like, what was the point of that? I didn't get that part, you know?
I mean, she was the reason for him getting his ass beat, you know?
Yeah, that's true. So maybe they hooked up and it's like, well, yeah, I'll help you kill these motherfuckers, you know?
Yeah.
I was kissing you or something. I
don't know. It was
decided to help.
At that point, I was like checked out. I was like, okay, this is, you know, whatever. But they're just ripping off Scream at this point. This whole movie is a Scream ripoff, just toned down and not good. And no one gives a shit about these characters at all, man. No suspense whatsoever. I mean, guys. Scares. Yeah, I hate to go off of scores and stuff like that, but this has like a 4.6 out of 10 on IMDb. So. Damn. I mean, I wonder what it has on Rotten Tomatoes. What do you think it has on Rotten Tomatoes?
18%.
18%? So you think it has just a little more than Madame Web, huh? We ain't getting into it, Q.
Oh, that was a good one. That was perfect timing on that one.
It's actually 11%.
Damn, I was too high.
Yeah.
I said 14%.
And critics
awful.
said 33%. So, I mean,
cracked off something, bro.
Yeah, it was a movie. I mean, I'll give it that 30%. I'll give it that 30%. But
yeah,
I mean,
great cast, horrible dialogue though. Like what? Like none of the jokes were funny. Like who the fuck talks like this? You know what I'm saying? Like the actors were doing their jobs and shit. Like it wasn't like super bad performances in here, except for some people just reading off dialogue. And
I think it was just a bunch of like they just wanted to bank off the success of all the other movies that came out years before it, and they just got some hot people together and they're like, you want to make like a stupid slasher horror movie? It feels like this was made in like less than 2 weeks, this movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
It's a definition of a cash grab here. Yeah, this is it. You know,
I'm surprised it made its budget back, but it's interesting.
Because I say every movie really a cash grab, because like you put a film on, I know people do care about the film, but people want to make a profit off of their, saying their hard work. But you can obviously tell when something is just not genuine and they're just doing it to get teenagers, butts and seats during the Valentine's Day weekend and put some hot people in there, the fucking Angel and Denise Richards. Well, you got me at Denise Richards, so.
Well, speaking of Angel. Speaking of Angel, the actor David shot his entire character role of Adam in less than 2 weeks. Yeah, he took that money, bro. He took that bread and was like, "Cut the check, cut the check."
Cut the check. He took his angel wings and flew the fuck up out of there, bro.
You know what's crazy too? Here's another trivia. It says they paid $10 million to have a Super Bowl ad ran for this movie in 2001.
Wow.
$10 million. And it also says this is the cheapest film to ever have a Super Bowl spot.
Wow.
Bro,
that's some great trivia right there. Yeah.
10 mil, that's a third of their budget.
No way in hell I would have did. I would just release it on Valentine's Day weekend. I think it would be straight. You had to release it on Super Bowl. That was a waste of $10 million. You could have made a sequel. You could have made a sequel to this movie with lesser hot people.
I mean, that was around Super Bowl time. Yeah, we just had the Super Bowl. So, I mean, this is around Super Bowl time. So,
Yep. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I would have saved that money, though.
Yeah. Also, there was a lot of talk about restoring the trimmed kills and releasing a director's cut. But unfortunately, it's all been from fans, and Warner Brothers has not shown any interest in releasing an extended cut.
Is it an extended cut? So is it one with blood? That's the question. Or did
I mean, they're making it seem like they have more footage they could release. So I don't know.
Oh, it would have been better. I would have had a better time if it was gorier.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, if it was a lot gorier, I'd be like, fuck yeah, let's bring it on. Like Demons is, a tight little, the one we just reviewed, but the kills are so over the top and it's so crazy and violent and bloody, you can't keep your eyes off of it. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
When you bore me with a horror movie, that's the worst thing you can do. Like the worst thing you can do in a comedy is not make me laugh. And yeah.
Yeah, after a while, I don't even think I was watching a horror movie. I forgot what I was watching at this point.
Yeah, like a WB show, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, something that comes on after Dawson's Creek, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, CW. That's what it definitely seemed like, a CW Halloween special. This is what this is.
Right? All right, next up, during the original casting process, Tara Reid, who previously appeared in Jamie Blank's other film, Urban Legend. I like Tara Reid. I liked her. She looks a little weird now because, I mean, unfortunately, a lot of these women, they just get into plastic surgery and they fuck themselves up. But she was in a Urban Legend, other film, Urban Legend. She played Dorothy Wheeler, now played by Jessica Capshaw. So she was in a play. The fat girl, I guess. Little Tara Reid, huh? Okay. And Jennifer Love Hewitt played Paige Prescott. So she was going to play the Denise Richards part.
Oh, okay.
What do you think about that?
I would rather have Denise Richards, to be honest with you. Nothing against Hewitt, but she already got her little thing, and I know what you did last summer, so it would have been weird to put her there that spot so soon with this similar type of movie. You know what I'm saying? So I like Richards.
I like Richards too, but this may be a hotter take. I think the movie would have performed better because I think, one, she's a better actor, and I think since she's been in more roles, she would have been a bigger draw. Like, more people would have went, oh, okay, I know her work. Denise Richards wasn't Denise Richards just like a model?
Yeah. And she was in she was a Bond girl, right?
Oh, that's
Around
right.
that
She did do the Bond with Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan. The World Is Not Enough, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're right.
I think so. Yeah.
She was in a couple movies. I just didn't think her acting was that. But then again, I haven't seen that one. Wild Things you're talking about. So
yeah, but I'm calling that movie out because of the acting either. But I think you're right though. I like that take with Jennifer Love Hewitt because at the time she was a little bit more a hotter name. You know what I'm saying? So. At the time too. You know what I'm saying? And I think she would have drew more butts and seats for a horror movie. And she came off of I Know What You Did Last Summer. So yeah, that's definitely interesting take. Like Richards might have kind of hurt the movie a little bit because she's a little bit older.
Wasn't Jennifer Love Hewitt doing like a show too at the time? She was doing like I could have sworn she might have been doing a show. Let me look it up around this time of 2001.
Yeah, because Richards is a little bit older than Hewitt. Too. Because she didn't look like old in the movie, but she looked older than like the rest of the kids.
She was doing Party of Five. Do you remember that show?
Yeah. Yep.
That was her big show, bro. 100 episodes from 1995 to 1999. So she was doing that right in the middle of I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah. And
then she also had Can't Hardly Wait was a big movie. She did Boy Meets World. She was doing a lot of different things, man. So
I like that hot take. It might have worked.
I think it would have worked a little better. Going back to that jacuzzi scene, the stunt double for Denise Richards received multiple cuts during the scene where she's thrown into the hot tub from a jet nozzle. I knew that shit looked like she hit the side, bro.
Oh, she got sucked in?
No. When she got thrown in, she hit the side and there was a nozzle that cut her face. Okay. The stunt double. You know the little nozzle that shoot the water out?
Yeah, water. Okay. Oh, yeah, the stunt double actually got fucked up for real. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I'm sure she had some real blood come out. Just use that fucking take. Use that blood.
Yeah, use that real take, that real blood instead of, just cut it away.
Yeah.
She was like, boom.
That's funny. Jessica Cauffiel, who was the one that got shot with the arrows, received a few minor injuries while filming her death scene. Her painful reactions when she is repeatedly shot with arrows by the killer are real. Even wearing a bulletproof vest. Wait a minute. Yo, they really shot arrows at her, dog?
What?
That's what it says. Even though wearing a bulletproof vest as the arrows knocked the wind out of her. She also received several bruises on her back when she had to lean over the metal railing where the character tumbles over down several stories into a dumpster.
Wait. Well, they shot her with real arrows. How does that work?
I don't know.
Like, did they have like metal arrows
on though?
Damn. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Because when she got shot, it looked like it did stick. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's true. Like, why didn't get the stunt double? Was that the stunt double they're talking about?
No, this was her because when they showed her getting, it was all her. Like, they didn't cut away to.
No stunt double. Damn. Jay had to pay me way more for that. You give me some of that Super Bowl, buddy, yo. You know what I'm saying? You ain't shoot me with no damn arrow for real.
Give me that Super Bowl money.
That's some crazy shit. That's like the magicians who throw the balloons with the knives and shit. Like just in case one might hit your face, but I'm pretty good. I don't know. Right. I don't know, bro.
All right, so some reception. We already saw that it got 11% on Rotten Tomatoes. Critics say it doesn't offer enough suspense or scares to justify its addition to the genre. Metacritic, which uses its weighted average, assigned the film score an 18 out of 100, indicating overwhelming dislike. Cinema Score gave it a D+. This is fucking bad, man. So Mike LaSalle of the San Francisco. Okay, so this is a San Francisco publication, and this movie was filmed in San Francisco. Gave the film a middling review, liking to a 1980s slasher style film, but praised the performances, writing. Valentine isn't scary, but it is unsettling. Not ultimately satisfying, but arresting in the moment. Part of the credit has to go to the ensemble. The actresses are vivid, and who's he talking about? Vivid? You know he's talking about Denise Richards.
Yeah. She's definitely vivid. It's the word I would use.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna read the rest of this, but I mean,
I kind of liked it. Yeah. I don't believe him though. Who paid you up? Did they pay you some of that $10 million, son?
Someone paid him. Someone paid him.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm done talking about this movie. So overall, I mean, 1 out of 5 stars. Q. What are we doing?
2.
A 2?
And that's being kind of nice, though, I mean, they had a great cast. I can say that. The movie didn't make it like some of the shit just didn't make any sense. Like the 2 killers didn't make really much sense to me. You got to get as far as the slasher goes, it hardly gets no points because they didn't show any blood and no kills were really creative or anything and shit, except for maybe like the glass one. But then they shied away on that one too. It was almost 1.5 to a 2, but I'll be nice and generous and give it a 2.
Okay,
just be nice.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna give this a 1 out of 5.
You're right. I couldn't even give it a 2. Really, I'm more. To be honest with you, I'm more like a 1.5 because it's so dull. You don't even have fun. You don't even have fun with it.
So boring. It was so, and I don't know why. I mean, I just wanted to recommend this because, like I said, last year we did My Bloody Valentine. If you guys are watching, please leave comments down below of any other Valentine-related horror movies. If not, I don't know what we're gonna do for next year.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Maybe just skip this holiday. Watching this made me want to skip the holiday. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I hear you.
All together. But I'm glad we did it because it left for a funny review. And
funny review. Yeah.
This movie came out a little better. Movie came out 23 years ago, bro, and I mean it's a sign of the times of movies of that era, I guess, or that decade.
They didn't age well, did they?
No.
Around right there in that time, like 2000. Not even 90, probably like 98, 99, 2000, 2001. Yeah,
I will say this
right there.
Early 2000s for me was the best comedy era for my growing up years. For my growing up, I know if you're a little older, you might say the 90s or the 80s and stuff like that. But for me, I was in high school in the 2000s, in the early 2000s. So I was watching a lot of comedies either from the late 90s or the early 2000s that were kind of like were kind of like molding me and shaping me and stuff like that. And even later after I graduated, like movies like Superbad, which I think was like 2008 or something. I forget, but
6, 7, 8 or something like that's a classic. Yeah.
So movies like that. 2007. You have a lot of gems in there, but this is not one of them. This ain't one of them, man. No, and 1 out of 5 is what I'm sticking with.
Yeah, I'm going with a 1.5. I'm taking my 2 back because you managed to bore me, you know what I'm saying, with a horror movie and had me disappointed with kills. Denise Richards can't bring that score to a 2. Not even her.
Denise Richards, Katherine Heigl, you couldn't do it for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You could not do it for me. But
skip this one, guys.
Anything else you want to say about Valentine from 2001?
Yeah. Can you take me higher?
Jeez.
I don't know. Denise Richards and that's all, man. This movie is no, man, no. Don't watch this one. It's not fun in a fun way. This is just like boring. And the movie's only an hour 38. I think I was like, why is this shit so long? Is that over yet? Like,
do you think a horror fan, like a certain type of horror fan, could enjoy this?
No, I don't. Maybe if you're like 8 or something. But
I'm going to say this. I'm going to go the opposite spectrum because my mom in particular, she always asks me about movies and she'll say, oh, I don't like horror movies. I can't watch it. This is one I'm going to recommend because they don't show shit.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no even jump scares in there. Yeah, so you'll be
not
fine.
Really. Yeah, so if you want like a little, little popcorn movie that you're gonna might be that might turn into like a soap opera daytime drama, then yeah, maybe watch it because there ain't no scares in it at all whatsoever.
No, yeah, no thrills.
You might want to watch one of those Valentine's Day movies like which I just watched, Harry Met Sally. You might want to watch that. That's a way better movie.
Yeah, it is. Well, tenfold, bro.
Oh yeah. So there it is, guys. You guys let us know if you have ever seen this movie. If you guys have not and just enjoyed us talking about it, please let us know in the comments below. And once again, let us know if there is any Valentine horror related movies. This is a horror podcast. Why Won't You Die? I love talking movies with you, Q, man.
Oh man, it's such a blast.
Whether they're horror or not, because I don't think it's the horror. It's the first non-horror movie.
Yeah. Let me say this: this movie was more fun to talk about it than to watch it.
I think so.
For real. Yeah, it was way more fun to break it down because then we could make jokes and shit and make it better, make the content better about this movie because it was so trash.
I kind of want to see how the book was. Like people that have read the book, like what are the reviews on that? Because usually the book is 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't even believe this is a book. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I bet you the book is better. I bet you the book is better, though.
Mm-hmm. I bet so, too. Let me know how that is if you pick it up and check it out one day.
Oh, I probably will, but I'll find out someone that did. But all right, guys, thank you so much for joining us on another episode. Do we have any? Let's see. We're in the month of February. Do we have any suggestions for the next one, Q? Or what do you think? I know we had kind of thrown out some movies earlier. I'm trying to remember what we had talked about.
Yeah.
Or you have any that
one that's just in my mind right now? I don't know. The Blob. Well, we were talking about that.
The Blob. I know you were talking about you were going to review for your channel The Stuff.
The Stuff, yeah.
Two great ones.
We're going to go now. Yeah. That's The Stuff. Yeah. One of those. Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we talk about it and see if we can get popping.
I know you've probably seen this because it is kind of in the stuff realm where it's like that gross out body melting. I think they call it like body melting horror, right?
Yeah.
You ever seen Street Trash?
Yes.
Yeah, guys.
We need to get some Street Trash. There we go. Now you talk. You seen Street Trash?
Fuck yeah, I have. I love that movie.
I think yes.
Let's do Street Trash. Hey, I guarantee it's on Tubi, bro.
Oh yeah, I guarantee it. Yeah, I'm gonna have a beer for that one. That's gonna be a riot.
That's a 1987 movie, Street Trash. Yes. Surprisingly, didn't get much of a higher rating than this movie that we just saw, Valentine.
I know. Boy, I will watch Street Trash on repeat all day before I watch the Valentine's again. It's hilarious.
It's on Tubi, Q. Q,
yes.
It's on Tubi.
Oh, yes.
All right, we going in.
God bless you, Tubi.
Street Trash next week.
Street Trash. I'm
Street
excited.
Trash. Yeah, I don't know why that just popped in my head. But that is, yeah, I saw that one maybe about 10 years ago, so it'll be awesome revisiting. I don't remember even what it's about. I just remember fucking homeless people melting. That's all I remember.
Yeah. I haven't seen that in over 20 years, bro.
Ooh, it's going to be a fun one, man. It's going to be a fun one. So if you guys are watching on YouTube, please hit that big thumbs up to support the channel. Consider subscribing today. Make sure to leave comments down below. If you guys are listening on any of your podcast devices, please leave a 5-star review. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Q, we're out, buddy. Peace.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm! Why won't you die? No! Game over.